What's going on? Welcome to core class number 3 of the Plank Pirate Challenge here. Just finished up a workout of my own, so you guys are gonna get the full hood effect today. We've also got some happy birthday balloons going in the corner there for my wife, so lots of fun colors and excitement today. But as you know, today and this week's focus has been the side plank, which is an auxiliary move for your planking core, but really the main kind of plank structure movement that is for your side muscles, which are the obliques on the side of your core and abdominals there. So we'll be doing both sides, obviously, and we'll be throwing another challenge type deal at the end of this workout here. So like every warm-up, every workout so far, we're gonna start with the good warm-up and we're gonna run through. Again, this is not the live version here, so I won't be running through the whole class. Make sure to utilize that pause button so you can do all of your reps here, as I'm just going to do a couple of demo reps for each exercise. So starting with that warm up here, we're going to get into tabletop position, hands right below the shoulders, knees right below the hips, move back so you get fully in frame here. And with that neutral spine here, nice flat back, what we're going to do is some cat-cows. So big inhale as you scoop and look up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, blow that out as you go into cat, and push to the ground. Flow there, couple 5 to 8 of each position. Big inhale on the cow, big exhale on the cat there. Once you finish those, we're going to go to our reach through here. From that same position, you're going to keep one elbow and arm locked and just reach through. You're not trying to go as far as you possibly can. You're just looking to get a little bit of twist to that spine, a little bit of shoulder stability going, which is going to be really important in those side planks today. Again, 5 to 8 on each side here. Staying in that tabletop position. Once you finish those, we're going to go into our bird dog. So you're going to exhale as the arm and leg come up straight, pushing through those 2 points, trying to keep everything as neutral as possible. Holding for a second or 2 at the top. And again, 5 to 8 of each of those. Flipping down to the ground here. We'll do the same thing from the ground. This is our dead bug. Make sure there's no space in the low back. Hands pointed up, legs at 90. Exhale all the way down. Inhale as they come up. Using the abs, you're really focusing on the core to bring those extremities together here. Go ahead, do 5 to 8 of those. Once we've hit that, you're gonna go into your Spider-Man lunges here. From this push-up position, bring that leg up, back, up, and back. If you can't get it on the side there, what I'm gonna have you do is drive that knee up towards the chest, into the stomach, hold for a second, and do your 5 to 8 on each side that way. We're gonna add one more here for the side plank today to our warm up, just to get the extra shoulders, since they'll be holding the entire body weight on one shoulder versus 2. You can do some dolphin planks. From week 1 drills, if you remember this, you're gonna push back and come and lock into that plank position. So each time finding it, pushing back into that half down dog, locking in, finding that plank position. Go ahead, do 5 to 8 of each of those positions. Once we've finished the warm-up, we're gonna get into our workout, which is gonna consist of 3 parts today. We've got a primer, we've got a circuit, and we've got a challenge piece to it here. So that primer is gonna be what are called side plank hip dips. And this is gonna get you ready, get your shoulder ready to be locked in, to be nice and structurally sound. It's gonna get those obliques ready to do some work. So we'll start with the lowest progression here. From the knees, you're gonna line up that elbow, hip, and knees, make sure they're in one straight line. And all we're gonna do, lift up in that plank, hold for a second, and set back down. You're gonna have about a second in each position. Now, this is that lower alternative. If you can do it from the feet here, make sure we're kind of tucking that toe under rather than going flat from the side of the foot. Kind of tuck the edge of that foot underneath. Lift up, hold for a second, set back down, 1 second, and back up. You're gonna do 2 sets 5 reps on each side there. So go ahead, 5 on the right, 5 on the left, 5 on the right, 5 on the left. Go from the knees, go from the toes, whatever you need to. Really big squeeze, try and engage the muscles when you're holding for that second up top here, and try and make sure they're the things doing the lifting, not just the shoulder, arm, or any other muscle here. So go ahead, hit pause, and do that primer there of 2 sets, 5 reps each. Once we've finished that, we're coming into our workout circuit here, which I've got the timer set up for. Again, tabatatimer.com, T-A-B-A-T-A, timer.com. Just get you a nice little profile here that's easy to set up for free and really helps your workouts. So we're gonna do 4 moves here, and I've got the timer set for 15 seconds of work, 5 seconds of rest, which means really quick in between. You're going right into the next exercise. It's gonna tax the core very, very quickly, but the work is a little bit shorter as well, only 15 seconds. So we're gonna be doing regular plank, side plank, other side plank, and then that hard style plank, again from week 1 drills, where you're squeezing, you're driving the elbows and toes together. You're not actually moving, but you're getting max contraction there, so that the abs are really revving up and feeling it. We're gonna run through 1 set here just so you can see what it looks like, but make sure you're doing 3 total sets, 15 seconds of work, 5 seconds of rest for each of these 4 moves. So we're starting with our plank.
Starting session.
Proper plank position here, elbows underneath shoulders, lift on up,
Work.
and set that plank position. You can hold this for 15 seconds, just making sure you've got everything engaged nicely. Good, then you'll roll to one side, doing our side plank from either the toes or the knees, whatever works for you. Make sure you're tucking that hip underneath here, squeezing the glutes, driving through the elbow, driving through the feet away from the ground here. Your hand should point straight up towards that ceiling if you're lifted. Good.
Rest.
You're gonna switch. Other side.
Work.
Good. Really squeezing that side body here. That's what's lifting everything up, keeping that chest facing forward. We don't want to see any dip of the hips or the shoulders coming forward. Excellent. And then the last one is the hard style plank. We're driving those knees towards each other.
Work.
Set up, dig everything in, really get that shake, that nice contraction going. If you ain't shaking, you ain't doing it right. Good. Very good. So that was an example of the 4 moves you'll be doing. It's really quick, it doesn't take that long, 3 sets of those total, but I promise with the very little rest in between, your abs, your obliques, everything's gonna be on fire after that. So now, go ahead, pause, set the timer up, and hit that workout. I'll grab a sip of water and meet you back here. All right, so our challenge to finish out this workout is gonna be what's called a side-to-side plank. Now that's gonna give you the opportunity to work both sides of your side plank and your regular plank all at once, because you're gonna be moving between the 3 without setting the hips down. So 2 sets, 30 seconds, and I'll go straight on here so you can kind of get a view of what we're doing here. You'll start in that regular plank position, set a timer for 30 seconds, start that timer, lift on up into the plank, and then every 1 to 2 seconds here, you're gonna switch from the side to the front to the side. Doesn't have to be precise. Just hold for a second or 2 at each position, making sure the form is rock solid, that your shoulders are always directly over those elbows, no matter what position you're in here. Can be done from the knees, can be done from the toes, whatever works for you. Aim for 2 efforts of 30 seconds total. Put like a minute at least in between to give yourself a little bit of rest, especially for the side plank stuff. Your shoulders are gonna be a little bit more on fire and tired since they're holding your entire weight up every now and then. But that's your class. Go ahead, give it a shot. Let me know if you got any questions, and have a great time.